Hello everyone! Today we're going to be reviewing a cheapo version of the GoPro Suction Cup. Here it is right here. It is really cheap. And cost-wise actually, it was only about $12. And the build actually feels really cheap. I mean, this feels like I could have bought this at a dollar store. The cool thing about this is you can unscrew this little GoPro mount right here. And you can probably put that on a tripod or anything, or something like that, and you know, just hook that up there, and then you suction cup this to a surface, and oops, that fell. All right, and you just screw that in, put your GoPro on there, suction cup it on something. Now this feels very flimsy. This feels like after a few uses, this is not gonna hold anymore. And same with this. It's so weak plastic. It feels like it's not good. Like my people say, it's Mickey Mouse, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So it's got this little lever thing, and you put this on the surface, and you pull that down, and it suction cups the surface. Now the problem is, this won't stick to any surface except for glass. For glass, it sticks on pretty well. I mean, I've tried to suction cup it to a TV, frame, and even my car, and it works great. I mean, it holds up forever, but I'm afraid the heat of the car, or if you leave it anywhere where there's heat, a car, the plastic is just gonna melt and it's not gonna work anymore. I mean, there's pieces in my car where that happens. It just cracks and it doesn't work anymore. Now this little piece here, the GoPro piece, I thought it was the best built thing on here because the plastic is different, which is weird. But it actually feels a little flimsy as well. The screw on other GoPro parts, this little nut here, it stays in, but it's wiggling a bit, which kind of scares me, which means it'll probably fall off pretty soon. On the GoPro ones, they tend to fall off a little bit sometimes, but they're a little tighter in there, so a little harder to fall off. On this, it feels like it's just going to fall off at any moment. Another problem I had when putting this on is this moves a lot, way too easily. I mean, even if I press it down really hard, I mean, that won't move that much, I mean, with the GoPro on it. But this part, if you just, that's all the way in. I mean, if you just nudge it a little bit, that's not gonna, alright, that failed, there you go. If you just nudge it a little bit, it comes loose. And I don't know how I feel about that, hanging my GoPro somewhere and accidentally nudging it. I mean, it won't fall off, but it'll just jiggle a lot. It has a two-way screw system, so you can screw this in as far as to the position you want, and then you screw the bottom in. That's pretty cool. The other cool thing is, of course, it holds a GoPro, and GoPros are really cool. The best way I found to do this is to hang it on the windshield pointing to you, and then just switch the options on your GoPro to reverse the image. I tried to put it on the dash, and it wouldn't hold. I tried to do it on a wooden door, and it wouldn't hold. So that's that. So here's some test footage of this stuff. So it's hanging from the glass, from the windshield, and it's doing pretty well. I mean, let's do a nice little turn here. Nice little sharp turn. Nothing. It won't even shake, even if I wiggle. It's good. It's good for window, but once I put it on the dashboard, it won't hold to the dashboard. But I guess it's better that it's hanging from the windshield, right where I don't really need to see. I mean, it's great that I have a full view of my windshield, but right there, right where it is, not bothering me one bit. I can see all the traffic, I can see things coming and going. So it's better if it's on the windshield anyway, and I can mount it anywhere on my windshield, which is pretty good because my whole windshield is made out of glass, obviously. So hanging it from the windshield is actually pretty good, and it's working very effectively. Now, if it weren't for the cruddy build that it has, or the really cheap material that they use to build it, this would be an awesome purchase. But it's just an okay purchase, because I know down the line I'm gonna have to buy another one. I'm cheap, so I mean, that's all I can really do. I can't afford the $30, $50 suction cup that they have. Now maybe down the road I can, but for now, this little $12 device is actually working for what I need it to work, and that's recording the the whole car. I can do a time lapse, I can do video, anything GoPro can do. Now, as for final critique, I mean, for $12, this is awesome. If you have $12 and you want a suction cup, get this. If you have enough money to get the suction cup from GoPro, I recommend that one better. That one could stick to more surfaces, door, mirror, window better. I've seen people put it on cars. That's awesome. You can't do that with this one. It wouldn't stick. I didn't get any footage of it, but it just wouldn't stick on my car. So yeah, if you have money for the more expensive one, get that. If you just want this and you're gonna hang it from glass, just get this one then. I mean, it's not gonna last very long. I give this like a year or so before it starts to give me any issues. Maybe even less. In the meme rating that I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give it an okay. Because I only have that much money and I wanted one, so I guess, okay, I'll get it. Alright, until next time, this is Cheapo Reviews. So I'm recording this after I gave this a rating, and because I was gonna set this up for some B-roll in the car, and it broke. It snapped. You can still turn it and stuff, but it broke the first day I have this, and the little knob here on the side just completely snapped off. I mean, good thing I know how to fix things, and I'll try to fix this or whatever, but it broke. It broke. That's incredible. That's a record.